Today, we're going to talk about a Web 2.0 tool to enhance the online and traditional learning. The objective today is to get the IT department and the voting delegates of our institution to understand how much this Web 2.0 tool can enhance our online and traditional learning. So our objective here is to introduce Web 2.0 tool Dropbox, introduce and explain the features of Dropbox, and then also to introduce and explain how to incorporate the Dropbox into our LMS. A Web 2.0 is new ways for creating, collaborating, editing, and even sharing content online. It's really an ease, and it's easy and simple for students and teachers to master just within minutes. Technology has never been easier or more accessible to all with the Web 2.0 tools. Here is a periodic table of the internet. A lot of these icons you may not pick up right offhand, but if you get a little closer to them and you look at the letters of the icons, you may understand them by looking at the chart. One of them that may pop out to you real quick is the Y with the exclamation point. That's Yahoo. And then right under the Y with the exclamation point, we have a Geo, and that's our Google. We all know that Google is the most used search engine now on the actual internet, but Google has also included some web apps and web tools that are incorporated into Web 2.0 life. Our next thing we want to take a look at is some examples of Web 2.0 tools, other than the one we're going to explain here, Dropbox. Prezi, which is an online presentation tool, along with YouTube is our video sharing Web 2.0 tool. Then there's SlideShare, which is also a online presentation tool, and Animo as well. PollEverywhere.com is actually a polling software online that we can use for enhancing in student engagement and things of that sort. Dropbox is what we're going to talk about today. Wikispace is where we can share information as well. And then there's VoiceThread. So let's talk about how Dropbox is used in the classroom, and how would it be used in the classroom to enhance what we're looking for. Dropbox is more of a mega utility tool than a simple tool. It can be used for various reasons, such as sharing stored files, sharing large files, easy saves from popular applications, and students can easily turn in their homework from using the Dropbox, because many of us have had the issues where students can't upload their projects to the LMS because the project is actually too big. So Dropbox is an excellent tool for us to use. Dropbox is free, so it does not cost the institution anything. Only time that Dropbox starts to charge is when you look at getting more space for the Dropbox. But there's 2 gigabytes that's free, and that's more than enough space for most of our students because that's the size of their jump drive. Let's take a look at a quick video of how Dropbox works.
You've been there. You're about to buy lunch and realize your wallet is in your other pants. Or maybe you left your keys at home. The problem is organization. You need one place for everything, like a magic pocket. Putting something in the magic pocket means it's always there, no matter what you wear or where you are. The same thing is true for computers. If you have more than one, keeping track of all of your files can be a pain. Solving this problem is one of the big ideas behind Dropbox. It's like a magic pocket, a single, secure place for all of your stuff. Let's meet Josh, who is preparing for a big trip to Africa. Right now, all of his trip info is spread across his laptop, desktop, and phone. He needs to consolidate it all and is tired of having to email files to himself or move them around with a USB drive. Then he found Dropbox, which creates a new kind of folder on his computers. These folders work hard to be exactly alike, even across Macs and PCs. By adding his itinerary to his laptop Dropbox, he can be sure the same file will show up in his desktop Dropbox and even on his phone. The same thing happens when he saves a document in a Dropbox folder. The document gets updated across all of his Dropboxes. But it's not just his computers. The Dropbox website also works to be exactly like his other Dropboxes. Anything he puts in Dropbox is available on the website automatically. This way, if his Jeep takes a dive and his computer is ruined, he can still get to his files on the Dropbox website, where they're always backed up. As it turns out, Josh's Safari was a success, and his laptop made it home with lots of videos and photos to share. Instead of emailing everything, he just shared a Dropbox folder with his mom, so she could get copies of photos she wants to frame. Because it worked so well for travel, Josh made Dropbox the home for all of his stuff, so it's accessible anytime, wherever he goes. Whether you're traveling the world, running a business, or simply organizing your life, Dropbox means you can stop worrying about managing files and backups and get on with your next adventure. You can download Dropbox now at getdropbox.com.
So, as you can see, Dropbox is very easy to actually use. You can create your account from the web access by just clicking the free download button and creating an actual account. Once you click the free download button, it's going to download the actual software. And then you're going to get a first name, put in your first name, your last name, your email, and your password, and then you create your account. Once you create that account, it jumps you right on in to the actual Dropbox account where you can now share files, and you can also look at the Getting Started document that shows you how to get started with Dropbox. We're going to take a pause here, and we're going to let you all take a quick look at the web access in creating your Dropbox account. Okay, let's get started now at looking at the install. For when you get to your computer, you can actually install the application to your computer. Here you would click the install, it would run the actual install, and then when you get to after running the install, it's going to say welcome to Dropbox. And it's going to say, do you have an account or are you don't have an account? And if you already have an account, you're going to click I already have a Dropbox account. You're going to put in your username and password, and then you're going to see this next step that says welcome to Dropbox, and it's going to say your name, and then it's going to give you a quick tour if you would like to take the tour. But after Dropbox has been installed on your computer, you're going to see a little icon down here that looks like the Dropbox icon with a check next to it, next to your time. If you go into your documents on your computer, then you will see under your favorites an actual Dropbox box under your favorites, and this is where you can click on and you can add and remove files into this actual folder that will automatically sync with your Dropbox online. And as long as you're connected to the internet, it will automatically sync your new files. It syncs in Windows, Macs, Linux computers, even from your iPhone or your Android phone. You can log on to Dropbox with your browser on your iPhone, and then you can actually add files, download your files from your Dropbox, or even play music and watch videos and look at your pictures from your iPhone with your Dropbox. File sharing is very easy with your actual Dropbox. You can share the entire folder or photo albums with Dropbox with someone, or put the folders that you want to share in your Dropbox to invite people to that specific folder. If you want to share a folder, you can go online to your web access and you can click share new folder, or you can share a folder that's already been added to your Dropbox. And to do that, you can do an invite to folder, or you can share the link to that particular folder. And this is what we would do for our students to share documents with us or turn in their assignments. We would have the students to create a folder of that particular class. They would share that folder with us, and as they turn in their homework, they would share their information on their computer in that folder. And as they put that information in that folder, it would automatically give us an alert that that folder or file has been updated with a particular document. If we wanted to share from our computer, we can right click on the actual document and click share Dropbox link, it's going to give us a link that we can put into our address bar. We can send that link via email or through Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, any of those social media networks we can share that link with. Here we're going to take a brief stop, and we're going to have the learning activity 2 of sharing files in a folder in Dropbox. Alright, now that we're back, the main question that may be asked is, hey, even though we're sharing these folders, our students are dropping these folders in, we give our students deadlines to turn in their work. So your question may be, how will we know that students have turned their work in on time? Well, here we have what we call the file sharing events, where we can see when things were edited, when things were put into the folder, and even when things were downloaded into the folder. Here it gives us the time and the day of which that item was dropped into the Dropbox. We can also change this calendar here to give us a different day, to look at a different time if a student was supposed to turn in at a particular time. Now, let's take a look at embedding these things into Angel. Many of you may ask, well, students can turn in their work, but how is this going to help the students, or how is this going to help me in our learning management system? Oftentimes we have a PowerPoint that may be too large for our students for us to upload into Angel for our students to see, and we don't want to make it a PDF. Well, here's how we would do this. We would click on this nice little coding button here that will allow us to add in code into our actual Angel site. Next, what we would do is go to what we call Google Docs Viewer, and then we could take that share link that we have from our PowerPoint in our Dropbox, put it into the actual Google Docs Viewer. Once we generate a link, Google Docs Viewer is going to give us 3 different links. It's going to we can paste this into an email, or we can use the HTML tag, or we can embed the viewer in the use of an HTML tag instead. What we can do here is we're going to copy the actual HTML into the body of our LMS, and after we paste that into the body of our LMS, this is what we get. We actually get the viewer embedded into our LMS, and now we don't have to upload the PowerPoint. Another good thing about this is that once we put this into our LMS, every time that we update this PowerPoint in our Dropbox, it actually updates on our LMS. This is a good feature for our students. Here, now I think I'm done with explaining why the Web 2.0 tool, Dropbox, is actually a good tool for us to incorporate in using on campus, and allowing teachers to use the Dropbox on campus and allow students to use Dropbox on campus as well. Are there any questions? I have listed here below some references that I used to put this PowerPoint together. Also, if you have any questions after this time, you may email me at lsumpter@albanytech.edu. Thanks for your time.